What's going on, YouTube? And Happy New Year to everyone. This is going to be the first Back for Blood deck build video of 2022, and plenty of new content to come throughout the year as well. As we already know, there's going to be multiple DLCs through the year when it comes to Back for Blood, as well as some new content all of its own. With January 20th, we've got that Rainbow Six Extraction, February 4th, Dying Light 2. I've been waiting years for that one, beyond excited for it. And if you're a Borderlands fan, we've also got Tiny Tina's Wonderland when it comes to March. Can't remember the exact date, but on that note, we've got plenty of new content coming in the future. But let's get straight into the build for today. Now, initially, what I was going to build was a Hipfire sniper build, maximizing that reload speed so we can get the rate of fire to the maximum when it comes to the Phoenix or the Barrett. Could even utilize that with the pump action shotguns as well, that express of that tac. Very suitable for this build. But as I was testing out this build, essentially, there was a couple of moments where I forgot to use that burn card in order to get a sniper rifle. Had to use something else of an AR, SMG. Wound up, this is one of those builds that works for any weapon in the game, and that's going to be it. It's the perfect any weapon hipfire build or any of those, but arguably at the same time, it's going to work perfectly for that sniper rifle. But we'll get into the cards. Obviously, there's a couple of things you need to change in order to utilize it for different weapons. There's only one card that I'd really change for that, maybe one or two others, but we'll get into that as we go through the deck. Now, if you'd like to copy and paste this deck, obviously I'll have it listed down in the description below in order by name. But we're starting off with Mag Coupler, getting that increased reload speed while disabling the aim down sights. But that 50% is going to be extremely noticeable, especially when it comes to that Phoenix or that Barrett or any of those pump action shotguns. That fire rate's going to go up substantially. Right after that, we've got quick kills. Since we've disabled the aim down sights, obviously we want that hip fire accuracy, gaining that 50% straight off the bat. And right after that, Optics Enthusiast, giving us 80% of that hip fire accuracy. So it's going to be perfect for any type of weapon, giving us the maximum amount of accuracy we could possibly need for those first missions, or first two missions in Act 1. Act 2, you'll be perfectly fine having that 80% straight off the bat. And Act 3, you're going to have more than what you need. But right after that, we've got Hyper Focus, getting that 50% weak spot damage, really giving us that melting power when it comes to some of those special infected, as long as we can get the angle on that weak spot. Right after that, we're going for the 100% accuracy. This is perfect for any weapon. It's going to make your sidearm and any other weapon in the game an absolute laser. Wherever your crosshair is, that's where the bullet's going to go. The only thing that's going to move that crosshair is the recoil of the weapon. And that is one thing to be noted when it comes to the sniper rifles. The Phoenix and the Barrett, with that increased rate of fire, does have a bit of that high recoil control needed. But if you find that muzzle attachment for recoil control, even just the green one is going to help out a ton. And by the time you find that blue one, oh, let me tell you right now, it's barely going to move from whatever spot you're aiming at, and you can just keep popping that trigger. And especially with that Phoenix, it's going to get up to that fire rate that's right on par with the M1A, and you already know how much more damage that does than the M1A. You're going to be putting down some special infected fairly quickly. But right after that, we've got Confident Killer. So when you or your team kills a mutation, gain 1% damage all the way up to 15% until the end of the level. And this does affect when it comes to the common infected. They may have a mutation on them from one of the corruption cards. Fairly common along the way through Nightmare. And that means you're going to be ramping up to that 15% fairly early on in the mission. Even if you're not killing them, your teammates start killing them, you're gaining that 15% fairly early on and carry it on the way, or all the way through that campaign mission. But right after that, we've got reload drills, amplifying our reload speed all the way up to 70% by this point. You're really going to notice it when it comes to those pump action shotguns or those bolt action rifles and any other weapon. It's going to be a very quick reload, back into the action, ready to fire within just a second, if not less. Right after that, we've got Silver Bullets, gaining that 10% bullet damage and 15% effective bullet range. It's going to help us out in some of those moments when tall boys or anything else that may be at a distance, and especially ogres, since we are utilizing that hipfire, we'll want to be at a bit of a distance, and generally we already are. But with that 100% accuracy, it's going to be fairly easy to get those hits on those shoulder weak spots. And no worries at all, we're going to be devastatingly chunking away at that health with any weapon that we're utilizing with this build. Now, right after that, we've got Motorcycle Helmet. We're getting a little bit more of that survivability with this build since we disabled the aim down sights, gaining that 15% damage resistance and 10 health on top of that. And right after that, we've got Hellfire, gaining 45% move speed while firing to help mitigate the negative 40% that we lose from hyper-focused, as well as gaining 5% move speed while not firing. Now, in the gameplay that I have after this, showcasing the build itself, I did not have Hellfire in the build. This is where I noticed that I needed to throw this in. I felt a bit sluggish when utilizing the secondary. You'll see it in the gameplay. It slows me down quite a bit, and there's a couple of moments where I could have avoided a little bit of damage or possibly been able to get away had I had a little bit more of that move speed while firing, and that's why we've thrown this in. But right after that, we've got Cold Brew Coffee, gaining that 15% reload speed. By this point, we're already up to 85% reload speed. It's going to increase the rate of fire when it comes to those pump shotguns and those the Barrett or the Phoenix substantially. By this point, you're really going to notice it. It's going to be firing almost as quick as possibly an AA-12 when it comes to the shotguns, or possibly as quick as that M1A when it comes to the Barrett or the Phoenix. The Phoenix, in some ways, felt like it was firing faster than the M1A could in some moments, but I could be wrong about that. But at the same time, we're gaining that 25% weapon swap speed and 25% use speed. Now, right after that, we've got Stock Pouch. Now, this is the one card that you trade out if you're utilizing any other weapon. Say the shotgun, especially with the shotgun, the TAC is going to be the perfect weapon for this build. I know I've already done a previous Hipfire build for the shotgun, but this one would be perfect for the TAC itself, considering we've got that 100% accuracy, going to turn into an absolute laser. I mean, when you hit that weak spot with every single pellet with that TAC, the damage on that is on par with the Barrett. It's going to be absolutely devastating, but at the same time, you could trade in for that Rolling Thunder card, gaining that 10% damage with the shotguns, as well as gaining 35% move speed while using that shotgun. Could be extremely beneficial for you when it comes to mobility. But at that same point, you could trade this in for the SMGs or the ARs card for that added damage and ammo capacity. Now, right after that, we've got Killer Instinct, gaining that 30% weak spot damage. By this point, we're up to 80% weak spot damage. We're going to be becoming an absolute melter, especially with that Barrett or that Phoenix. TAC at the same time, absolutely devastating those weak spots. And even if you're using that AR or SMG, as long as you're within that effective damage range, you're going to be melting them with this. But right after that, we've got Canned Goods, gaining that additional 40 health just to help mitigate the negative 30% health loss, and gaining 25% damage from glass cannons. It's going to give us that amplified damage that we need towards the end when there's multiple special infected coming in, possibly some corruption cards adding to special infected hordes coming in. You'll be able to take care of anything that's going to be coming your way. Now, that being noted, if you're going for an AR build or possibly a shotgun build, more so for the AR or the SMGs, you could trade out glass cannon for shredder and then possibly throw in something else when it came to canned goods for a bit more mobility, maybe a bit more stamina. It could help out with those builds even more than it would for the shotgun or the sniper rifle. With the sniper rifle, obviously, you're more than likely going to be at a bit of a distance. You've got more effective damage range with those weapons. So it's one thing to note about that in the end of the any weapon Hipfire build. That's going to be it right there. This is going to be the perfect Hipfire build for just about any other weapon or any weapon inside of the game. Going to make everything an absolute laser, give you a little bit of that nostalgic feel from Left 4 Dead since we can't utilize the ADS. Kind of a fun build, but at the same time still viable inside of Nightmare. Going to be absolutely devastating. But as I said before, we got plenty of new content coming. Hopefully that DLC for Back 4 Blood is going to be coming fairly soon. I really hope it's coming somewhere in inside January, because we've got a lot of new games coming. And if anything comes out around the same time as Dying Light 2, I'm sorry, but Dying Light 2 is going to come first. I'm overly excited for that. You know, Rainbow Six Extraction, Tina's Tiny Wonderland. You know, I could put those to the side for a bit in order to get some more Back 4 Blood DLC in, but Dying Light 2 is going to take over for that entire month of February. But that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more live content of this, I'll be working on Act 2 solo runs, or tomorrow when it comes to Nightmare. Trying to get the guide built out for that in the deck as well. Make it a bit easier for some people, even if you're not going in for solos. Could be a great strat or great video to give you the strategies you'll need in order to push through that Act 2 of Nightmare if you haven't already done so, or possibly having some trouble with randoms. I know Christmas noobs and new people in general coming in and flooding Nightmare right now has been very problematic. You'll see it in the gameplay as well. It seems like some people just don't know what they're exactly doing, but that's one thing that's going to happen with this game, and hopefully some of these videos will help some of those people. Maybe they'll see them and some of those Nightmare solo runs to get those strategies together and understand how to push through the game. But that being said, if you'd like to see that live, hit the link in the description. Follow me over at Twitch. I'll be streaming every day, and hope you enjoyed, and have a good one, and a Happy New Year.
I'll take it.
You telling me there's an ogre?
Take that.
Need that.
Oh yeah, I have it a lot more with the shotgun. But that does happen. Apparently some people are saying it's been happening before the update, but I honestly can't remember it happening before the update at any time.
No time for lollygagging.
Reloading. Check the car.
Birds over there.
Remember, this isn't about individual battles. Focus on the end goal. We need to take out that mine. If I'm right, that's a major ridden lair. It'll buy us some time at least.
Oh yeah, especially if you don't have that fire rate up from the reload speed. That can destroy it right there.
Got a feeling things are gonna get ugly.
Let's do this.
that miss?
So, I missed the news right there at the end. Never a big TV fan of recent events. I've been wondering again how all this started.
Oh shit, we're starting there already?
This won't hurt.
Oh shit, man, you scared the fuck out of me. I'll tell you right now, at that hairstyle, it looks like that mutation. Completely covered in blood? I could have swore that was a zombie right there.
Reloading here. Got some meds here. Yeah, that's it. Well, that was fun.
Oh yeah. Thought I could have swore it was a zombie.
Thank you.
That doesn't look good.
Fuck, I can't get a shot.
Need to fix this. Watch out! Pressure! That does not look safe.
It is generous to heal you.
Done there.
I feel like he was already healing by the time I shot.
My way. Don't need this. Shit. Take it. Don't think I trust that. Found a toolkit.
This should help you. Want this? Well, let's get moving.
Had worse days.
It was at the last node.
Got some meds here. Bandages
What
here.
is that?
Watch out. Best be going.
Now this is where that stamina is just gonna be extremely weak at.
Move it. Reloading.
Get back to Cold War.
Friendly fire! Reloading! Harley's down!
Incoming.
Harley's down! Down! Over here! I got you. Right now I need some line. You'll be okay. Need that. They are over here. Something's off. I can feel it. Here. Oh, I got my hero.
Thanks, Mom. Huh. Feel better already just saying that.
Could use that.
Oh yeah, it barely moves now.
Time for lollygagging.
Damn, they're ugly up here. Firecrackers here. Bandages.
Hot damn, that's
Happy New Year, Zoe.
You want to be fixed up or not?
thanks, Harley.
Even though I'm pretty sure for you, it's been New Year for quite some time already. How do you not have the OTS maxed out, man? 8:30-ish. Whereas what? We're only like an hour and 30 minutes in the new year over here.
I'll take that.
Ammo.
Oh man.
I'm going this way. You lose anyone?
Oh god. I mean, how the fuck is that possible?
Fix this up.
It's not even New Year's for you?
Me back up? Come on.
And look at this. Moon's in the past right now.
Get off.
Ah, it's wonderful.
Friendly today.
Oh yeah. Still trying to live the lime life of that 2021. I'm from 2022. I feel like there was somebody that said they were a time traveler from 2022.
Firecrackers.
Checking for supplies.
You'll need this.
Need that.
Bib. Seriously, sugar? Oh, so I'm to blame?
I have a sense of
What the fuck?
or in simple terms, we're fucked.
You get yours. Just you wait. Fine. That leaves you.
God damn it, man. Just one guy.
I'd rather be somewhere else.
Shotgun shells.
God damn you.
Ah, we almost finished it.
Made it by the seat of our pants. But we
I
made
wanted
it.
to finish it off.
I'll take that.
Checking the car.
If you die out there, it's not my fault.
I may have broken more than a nail back there.
Potato aim. Yeah, but potatoes are electric. They're like killing it. They'd have better aim.
Soccer! Wow, we are popular today.
Allie, what the hell I ever do to you?
Oh, God.
Gotta pay more attention to where I point this thing.
Got a bad feeling about this. Going into the building. Need that. Machete.
Gonna need a light here.
What's that?
Need that.
Pressure over there!
That bullet is not in my weapon. Ain't seen much that can run around without a head. Chicken, of course. Mine. Something there. I'm leaving this.
Hey, worm faces! Incoming!
Man, we gotta hustle up. Taking too much time on this. Fuck.
You'll be fine.
Thanks.
Fuck, I got nothing else. This is bad.
Ollie's gone.
Thanks, hon.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm going down. I should have just kept moving the whole time. And that's a horde coming from front and back.
Here,